What are some slang terms a 45-year-old dad can use to embarrass his teenage son and daughter? Hello, 45-year-old dad here. I'm typing this from my son's Reddit account. He doesn't know I'm doing this. I'm pulling a little sneaky on him, haha, did I get that right? This is the first time I'm using Reddit, so excuse me if I make any mistakes. The environment in the house hasn't been that great lately. Because of this whole mess of a year, they are quite upset and not their usual selves. I want to cheer them up and make them laugh. This is the reason for this post. Make an effort to mispronounce all these words. Yort instead of yeet. Little late to the party and scrolled down a bit and didn't see anyone mention this. Just ask your kids when they're gonna glow up. Dude, he said to embarrass them, not to murder them. This thread is a goldmine for a non-native speaker of English. No cap, bruh. This thread had me in tears. As a new dad, I will save this for future purposes. Thank up and fellow Redditors. Use yeet as an adjective instead of a verb. That's pretty yeet, Hassan. Also, can we bring back wizard as an adjective? The coup de grace. Okay, boomer them after they cringe on your yeet. Also insist on yachten instead of your eated. We had a 50-year-old work colleague who had a strong Texan accent. He used to shout how about dad and dab every time he made good trade. For some reason all dads thought it was cool, so then I would hear grown-ass men standing up and shouting how about dad and dabbing at least 3-4 times a day. That is so funny. I'd love to see some of our traders dab. His success was surely aided by having the strong Texan by his side. I know you mean dabbing with hands, but I imagined an old guy in a 10-gallon hat ripping a dab rig the first time I read through that. Things now slap. Good meal for dinner. Son. Doesn't this meal slap? Wow, that cooking really slapped. AI fam, this comment slaps. Things have been slapping in the Bay Area for quite a while. That hippie life slaps. Anytime your kids lie, tell them to stop capping. To add to this, you can tell them an obvious BS lie, and when they look at you like you're stupid, say no cap and just walk away. Tell them that their mood this year has been killing the vibes, no cap. And that if they don't get it together, they can run my fate outside and catch these hands. Individually, I understand those words. Strung together, they might as well be from Egyptian hieroglyphics for all the sense they make to me. Now I feel old. Hi, I'm 23, what the fuck does this mean? Walk into their room and say you are performing a vibe check. Vibe. Sus. Yeet. Bruh. Had my 18-year-old youngest brother over on Christmas. He speaks an entirely different version of English than I. No cap. Don't forget based, Chad, and boomer. I'm one Chad-based boomer. You vibe, bruh. They'll cringe themselves inside out. Gucci instead of good. That's quite Gucci, son. I started doing this ironically. Then I used it in a meeting at work. Fuck me. Your mom's wop was so Gucci I you eated my load na mean ply up top because I be going ham on dat wop, no cap. Tell them their any music is straight fire. My teens are using sus, short for suspicious, a lot. Say to them why you being so sus. Edit, after telling my teen children this, my son informs me the term he uses is med sus. And yes, I'm now aware it refers to being gay as well. The term became more popular when the game Among Us was big. That's where my kids originally picked it up. Just use slang from the 90s as though it's still cool. That's radical, man. Doesn't even have to be 90s, just use slang that's slightly out of date. My husband routinely says I'm embarrassing for using blessed, or literally any version of saying the word hashtag, in a conversation. My kid is 1, I legitimately can't wait to have a teenager and see what words they use. Adopt them and occasionally toss in a random mid-2010s slang term like asking them for the deets on their love life or something, or telling them to go slay. Son, daughter, can you come down here please? I'd like to DM you. Tell them you want to slide in their DMs for a moment. Deadass. Ugh, I personally hate this one. Use this, it's like saying I'm super serious. They'll cringe no matter what slang you use. If you're modern, it's embarrassing. And if you're completely out of date with no sense of irony, then it's also embarrassing. Part of being a parent is that you can't win, so just go down in flames. I read something like some guy talking to his nephew how we are fam by birth but squad by choice. You can give this as explanation after embarrassing them. Say bro a lot. Throw in a gnarly for fun. Also replace fit for outfit, and if the fit looks good say they have the drip, and when they show distaste for your new Lego tell them they better come catch this flavor. I forget to add flex or flexin, it means showing off. X, flexin my new Hellcat. Dab every time you do something right or slightly cool. Use the word wop as an adjective, to describe something. The dinner was wop. Can't wait for dessert. Or you can also use it as positive noun. I fell in love with your mother not because of her beauty but her wop. Or don't forget to thank grandma for the wop, she worked very hard for you kids. What the hell is wop? I use wops in my profession all the time but I doubt it's the same meaning. Finances, are ya winning son? Say oh that's so poggers. Every time something goes really well. Cash money for example, that's not very cash money of you. Sorry about the smoke alarms beeping in the night guys. I know you might think that it's chirping because it needs new batteries, but it's actually going off because I just dropped my new mixtape. This reminds me of that idea where the dad told his teenage daughter to talk to the hand when she was getting bratty at him in front of her friends. Apparently she had a massive tantrum not because he disrespected her in front of her friends but because he embarrassed her by using such old slang when doing it. Start call your son bro, or brew. It's important to moan it. When they don't eat their veggies ask them if the veggies are sus. Call your son and daughter bro at the end of every sentence. You finish your homework yet bruh? As you walk away from a conversation, say okay boomer, I'm finna yeet that what no cap.